Finance. I'm here with Kate and Nikki to talk about the I Love Winthrop Festival and what each of them are doing to promote local businesses. Kate, let's talk about Blackstrap for a second and what you're doing for the I Love Winthrop Festival and how you're promoting your business.
So I'm actually just co-hosting this beautiful festival with Nikki over here.
Hi, Nikki.
Hello.
So Blackstrap's role in it is to actually put on the festival. We will have the restaurant open. It's on a Sunday, so we'll be open from 12 to midnight, and having our wonderful Bloody Mary bar.
It's a phenomenal Bloody Mary. There was meatballs there one time. I witnessed that.
There's been bacon, meatballs,
Bacon.
chips.
It's just a meal in a glass. It's tomato juice with meatballs.
Correct.
Good. Good. And what are you doing as a co-host for I Love?
So my main goal is to promote the beer garden. We will have Down the Road Brewery, we will have Harpoon Brewery, and we will have Bentwater Brewery. So all local beer establishments, craft beers, wonderful people. That'll make the garden a success.
And it's
So this-
here.
Yes, and it will be actually in front of Blackstrap. We'll have it sectioned off.
Bracelet.
You will need a bracelet. You will get
Bracelet.
ID'd. So bring proper identification. Don't drink and drive, all that
Don't.
jazz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get hurt.
You do get hurt. So that's what I'm doing. And then Nikki, here she is over there, who helps run the Boston Local Co-op, the BLC, if you're on the inn. She can let you know about what their part is in this whole festival journey.
Awesome. Thank you, Kate.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
Nikki.
so
Would you like to hold this?
No, it's okay. The Boston Local Co-op is a local volunteer-run organization. We started a few years back, and we really make it our mission to provide opportunities to local, very small home-run businesses. So your artists, your craftsmen, anyone who just has a passion on the side and enjoys making and selling products. And so we do pop-up events around town, and our role in the festival will be to bring all of those local businesses, vendors together and set up shop to sell their products. So,
Are you sort of the organizer of the event? Are you getting lots of emails right now saying, hey, I want to hang some dream catchers just to, catch people's dreams as they walk by?
yeah, so there's 5 of us on the BLC, and there's been emails flooding through with people looking to get involved, which has been amazing. We have about 60 local businesses so far looking to get involved in the festival and signed up and ready to go. There's the deadline for anyone else to be involved is September 1st, so it's open to whoever wants to set up shop. And you can find more information about that on the bostonlocalcoop.org website, and there's an application to get involved there as well.
And you don't have to be from Winthrop.
You do not need to be from Winthrop. We have vendors coming from anywhere from Newburyport to down in the Cape. I mean, people are driving in from all over. It's really healthy for Winthrop to get some outside people moving through, but also last year was just tremendous to have the local community come together. It was one of the most amazing days. I was born and raised in Winthrop, so it was really spectacular to see just everyone coming together.
And you moved to...
No, I'm still in Winthrop.
Okay, good. But if you are from Winthrop, you can also bring your wares or talk to Nikki and go to her website and email her. I'm sure your email address is on your website also.
Yep, bostonlocalcoop@gmail.com.
Perfect. What are we raising money for? I'd like to know.
So we are raising money for the Veterans Food Pantry in Winthrop, and also Richard Honan's, I call it Operation Military packages. So those packages go all overseas. If you're looking to give somebody a package, if you know somebody in the service, you can get a hold of him. If you're looking for more information about the festival, you can go to the Blackstrap Barbecue Facebook page. You can also email me directly if you have any questions at I'm making that up. We're not having comedy. Nikki's like, what?
The photo booth.
Photo booth,
Yeah.
tie-dye table, dancers.
What kind of dancers?
Kids activities too.
I was going to ask that.
Yeah, tiny dancers, children. So there's just going to be a mixture of, and a variety of all different kinds of activities going on. Something for everyone. Something for everyone.
Okay, so this is really interesting. I just met very recently someone who has received a Richard Honan care package
And how much did
while
that-
they were overseas, and they've been meaning to get in touch with Richard Honan. How weird is that? That's a fact. That's an actual fact.
So you know how meaningful it is when somebody receives one of these packages when they're over serving our country. And it's also very meaningful for the food pantry for us to support them, for our veterans, to be able to, give them options for, a Thanksgiving meal, for a Christmas meal, all those fun special occasions that I think sometimes we take for granted. We can really make somebody's holiday special.
And, sorry, what hours are the festival?
So the festival this year, we're doing it an extra hour. It's going to be from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay. That's a lot to pack into 6 hours. We're going to do it.
It's a lot, but it's going to be done. We've done it before.
Like Tops Field Fair lookout. That's what's happening here.
But better.
Better.
Community.
So much better. Community.
Community.
And not just Winthrop town. Other towns.
Other towns coming together.
That's right. That's great. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate your time today. And it's
Our
beautiful
pleasure.
setting. Yeah. I can't wait for it to be packed with vendors and children and laughter and music and comedy
Oh,
and tiny dancers.
and tiny dancers. Mary's not here. Mary from I always say it backwards. Tradewinds
CrossFit Tradewinds.
See, there you go. I said it backwards again. But they're also going to be doing a run as well, and all those proceeds will go to the same cause. So last year we raised just about $9,000, and this year we're hoping for almost $20,000 with the addition of the beer garden.
That's awesome. Wait, so who's Mary? She owns,
CrossFit Tradewinds
and that's where?
on Crest Ave.
On Crest Ave. I didn't know that. Don't look at me like that.
I will. But they are amazing people, huge supporters of the community. So if you haven't checked out Tradewinds CrossFit, I said it right, go down and check them out. They're great people, and they're motivators. And they'll also be participating with burpee challenges and other activities for children and adults throughout the festival as well.
Well, 12 to 6 on
Sunday.
Sunday,
September 16th,
2018.
2018.
Thank you so much. Please come.
Hi everyone, so my name is Andrew Boimila. I am the head coach and owner here at CrossFit Tradewinds, and we have something coming up on September 16th, and it is a 5K here in Winthrop that's going to be kicking off the I Love Winthrop Festival. So you guys can go on and register at racemenu.com/ILoveWinthrop. It's a $25 registration fee prior to signing up, or $30 day of. Now, the race is a full 5K. It'll take you all around the entire town of Winthrop. It's going to be a beautiful route. And honestly, I'm so pumped about it because all the proceeds go right to the Veterans Pantry and the military care packages. So this is for a great cause. Again, guys, we just have the 5K coming up, so I'd love for you guys to go and sign up for it. It's on September 16th. Starts at 11:30. We're going to do bid pickup at 10:30. Should take about an hour to get through everything. It's a wonderful race, and I look forward to seeing you all there.
Good evening. I'm Kate Anslinger. I'm here at 7 Somerset Ave in Winthrop Center, and I'm here talking to Michael Lacerdo about Incubate Space. Michael, can you tell us a little bit about how you came up with the idea for the space and what's it like? What happens on an average day in here?
So I came up with the space a couple years ago during a fun employment stint. In between jobs, I was hanging out at Winthrop Beach and thinking about all these different spaces, these co-working spaces I had worked out of in my career in international education. And had remembered that there were so many people in Winthrop who had actually asked my father, who owns the building, when Sweat's Bakery went out, if he had a small office space for someone to work at. And so everyone would come in and says, you have a small office space, but of course we didn't have one. We had 1,100 square feet of what used to be a bakery. And then I thought, why not create this space as a co-working space for Winthrop and a hub for entrepreneurs to gather in town in the center.
Well, it's a perfect space here. And what kind of, I guess, employees do you have that actually come in here? What type of jobs do they work?
So the space is actually anchored with Robert Paul Properties. There are 10 real estate agents working out of the space. We also have a writer, you, and we have people from the IT profession, social media marketing, advertising, even some graduate students and someone who was studying for the firefighter's exam coming to use this space as a place to study. So it's really all over the map. Anyone from your graduate student, working person, or someone just working on their side hustle or their professional career.
Quite the mix of people. I also heard that you do speaking engagements in the evenings and host other events. So if someone was interested in, say, renting the space, that's a possibility?
Yes, so the space is meant to be a community space, not only for professionals, but also for community activity. So if it's something that maybe your business wants to run an event out of our space or out of the conference room, they can do that. Or if you have a community group that is looking for a space to host an activity, an event, whether it be a fundraiser, we did a great fundraiser for CASA within the space. We've also had a speaker series basically built on trying to improve people's professional development. So one is like best practices of social media marketing. Another one was best practices of networking. And so, again, it's sort of all over the map, but meant to be a community space that is shared for anyone who may need a space to meet and gather and talk with other people.
Wonderful. Let's get a tour of the space.
Sounds great. All right, everybody, welcome to Incubate. Here we are outside at 7 Somerset, and the place is packed with technology. So even the door is electronically fired. So you get a little app, we do a little swipe, and we go. I'll take you for a tour. So, welcome. This is the front area here where it's set up more or less like a cafe. So you can see all the different tables here are all sit to stand, so they're adjustable. And we try to keep the cafe setting very much almost like an art gallery. So as you can see on the walls here, we're featuring right now the work of Richard Honan and his driftwood collages. And we've also tried to blend the modern look and technology with a lot of the old. So for those of you who aren't familiar, 7 Somerset was a bakery for almost 110 years. So it was Sweat's Bakery, Fabiano's, the Krusty Crumpet, among others. And so there's a lot of nods to this in the space to the bakery itself, and I'll show you all those little intricacies. What we've also tried to do is rehab up as much of the old look as we can. So that's a 110-year-old original tin ceiling that's been brought back to life, as well as the brick walls and the original wooden floor, which is neat. So let me take you through a little bit more of the space. Like I said, there's a lot of nods to the history of it being a bakery. So all the rooms that people can work out of are named after the bakers and the bakers' wives that ran the bakery. So the first one we have here is Pearl. And Pearl is our whiteboard room. So if you take a peek in here, we have one of our members, Kate Anslinger, in here working away on the whiteboard.
The great thing about this whiteboard space is when I'm in the middle of working on a plot or some character descriptions, I can just hop on up and go to work.
Very cool. Awesome. Now we also have Denise and Dolores over here. These are both individual workrooms. So they come with a chair, a little standing mat for people, and then again the adjustable seats. So they're a nice little space for people to work in quiet by themselves if they need to make private phone calls, etc. Fabiano room is our conference room. And here's one of our members, Jonathan Lemaster.
Hello.
Go ahead and introduce yourself, Jonathan.
Hey, Jonathan Lemaster from Lemaster Solutions. I'm your digital Sherpa, guiding you to the pinnacle of your web and mobile marketing or business automation needs.
Wonderful. Jonathan has a meeting in the space in just a few minutes with another entrepreneur in town, Katie's Kitchen. So he's just prepping right now to help her with her website. And as you can see here, we've got this very large screen TV.
The Incubate
It's our
website.
Incubate website that Jonathan helped me build. So if you've seen incubatecoworking.com, you can see Jonathan's work right up there on the web. We also have a webcam up there for people who want to do webinars or any sort of Skype calls with people from all over the world. So this is a really nice conference room for people to rent for business meetings, or if they're just tired of meeting people at a cafe or at their homes and cleaning up beforehand, and they need a professional space to come meet someone, they can come down here and do that. So
24/7 access, gotta love it.
So moving along, here we have our printers here. So we've got a color printer, printer scanner, copier, and no space would be complete without all the different supplies. So we've got all our pens, pencils, staplers, chargers for various different devices, adapters, everything that you can possibly need. As you can imagine, so many times people run out of their house for business meetings and they forget like their one piece of technology that we need. So we store it all here, as well as a little library of entrepreneurial books. We do have our little corkboard over here where we put announcements and various other items for people within the space. And like I said, we try to preserve as much history as we can. So over here are these two sit-to-stand desks, but we also got a whole bunch of old black and white photographs of different businesses within the center, with the whole hope that if this is going to be an entrepreneurial space, we should also nod to the history of the entrepreneurs that were here before us. So it gives a nice little context. And these various different quotes that you see on here are actually quotes that we found from postcards that people had sent from Winthrop from like 1910, 1911, somewhere in there. So apple pie without cheese is like love without a squeeze. It's kind of funny since this used to be a bakery. And the other quote I really like, Winthrop is a living show with continuous reels, which I think is really, really funny. You know, sometimes the reels are comedy and sometimes they're horror, but you know, things keep going. So here we are. The last little bit of our space is the lounge. And here we have Stephen Hines from Robert Paul Properties.
Hi there. So Steve Hines, Robert Paul Properties. We were one of the founding members, and I think we're the largest cohort of professionals in the space. Robert Paul has 9 real estate agents now that focus on Winthrop and Revere that work out of this space. And I think one of the best things about it is our ability to collaborate with all the other members. Kate, who you met before, we've collaborated on lots of different projects since we both started in this space, and we work in totally different industries. And I think a lot of times in real estate offices, you don't get that collaboration because all you see are other real estate agents. This has been a really great opportunity for us, and it's a really cool space. So we really enjoy it.
Cool, thank you, Stephen.
You're very welcome.
And so here's a couple more nods to the bakery. This mantle over here on the fireplace is actually an old cookie sheet that was left behind that we carved up and made into the mantle for the fireplace. And for those of you who are craving the old Sweat's chocolate chip cookie recipe, we actually have it decoupaged in here in this art piece that Joanna Champa created for us. Along with a number of other articles from Winthrop, and again, all those different postcards that I mentioned where we got some of the quotes. We photocopied all those and decoupaged them into this fireplace over here in the lounge. Lastly, we have the Sabbath room. It's a little small meeting room for 3 people over here. You might be wondering what these little iPads are there on the side of each of the rooms, and they actually are our room booking system. So each one of these rooms, again with the naming convention, is on an app called Roomzilla. So all our various different members can access this at home or while they're in the space to book a room if they're going to meet with a client. So if someone calls and they're actually off-site and they say, can I meet you down in the space at 2 o'clock, you can easily go on the app on your phone and figure out if there's a room available for someone to book and come on down. So these little iPads, if you're looking at in the space, tell you when the room's booked and when it's not, and when you can just jump in and use it on your own. Other than that, we've got a really funky fixture that everyone really likes in our fun little bathroom. It's rare that you get a tour of a bathroom in a video, but this is actually the Dyson paperless sink. So many of you have probably seen those different Dyson air blades that are usually mounted on the wall and then they just drip on down the side. Dyson now comes out with the paperless sink over the trough, and it actually has air that comes out of it. Pretty loud, makes a lot of people jump from time to time, and they're not quite sure what to do with it. But it saves about $1,500 in paper towels every single year, and it's also very green in that sense that we're not killing any trees and just using the air to dry our hands. And then we also have set up a little area here for people to make coffee. We have a soda stream here. We also have all the silverware that you need, cups, plates. Actually, we've got these really funky etched glass Winthrop glasses that I just got from Robin's Nest, so thank you, Robin's Nest. And of course, a refrigerator here for people to bring their lunch and heat it up in the microwave. Got a bunch of board games. Sometimes we do board game nights in the space as well, so it's not only just about work, it's also just sometimes to relax and get to know one another here. So we'll bust out a board game every once in a while in the evening. And then lastly, we have our little nook over here, which is under construction, but soon there will be a giant 55-gallon fish tank over there as a nice little spot for people to go in and have a coffee and get some work done. So that's the space. I hope you enjoy it, and we do tours any day. You can just write us at info@incubatecoworking.com, schedule a tour, and you can have a trial day down here to try it out. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank you all for being here and enjoying the show. I think it's one of our better shows. It's wonderful. We did something a little different. Instead of programs, we did, that's the information about the Art Association. These are our sponsors here, that they gave us money to put on this affair. We have tons of artists mostly from Winthrop, but outside of Winthrop also. So we really got newbies here, a lot of newbies, and we got a lot of awards to give out. So I'm going to make, the first prize in each category gets a check, and the others, I'm sorry, get a ribbon. But I want to acknowledge everybody. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to do the first, second, and third prizes first, okay? So first, we're going to do oils. Oils, the first prize in oils goes to Matthew Martelli. This is Matthew. He's got a brother, Mark, too.
I forgot to take because he's not here.
Okay, second prize ribbon goes to his brother, Mark. And the third prize ribbon goes to Jack Calabrese. Where is he? First time entering. Right. Come on up so everybody can see you. And she's doing it. Okay, he's a former Winthrop resident and now lives in New Hampshire, but now first time entering the show. Congratulations.
Take the prize away.
Okay, now we're going to do acrylics. The first prize in acrylics goes to Paula Ingman. There she is. Thank you. And if you see her work, it's absolutely fabulous. And the second ribbon goes to Paula Ingman. I know, huh? Big. Okay, the third prize ribbon goes to Chuck Guest. Is he here? Okay, now we're going to go to watercolors. Watercolors, first prize goes to Louis Rizzo. Here you go, Louis. The watercolor's second ribbon goes to his wife, Mom. Marjorie Rizzo. Come up here. Husband and wife can come up here so she can have a picture of you. Yeah. Okay? Husband and wife team. Isn't that awesome? Paula, number 3. She won the prize. Yeah, she goes acrylics and watercolors. Absolutely beautiful stuff. Okay, we won't go to the graphics. First prize is me. Okay, the second prize in graphics goes to Beverly Barisano. Hi. I want everybody to see Beverly. And for those who don't know Beverly, Beverly's the founder of the Winthrop Art Association. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't be. I need to embarrass you. That's my job. That's all. Okay, third prize goes to very special person, a student of mine. His name is James Phillips, and he's right here. This is James. First time entering, and made a beautiful statement, and I'm so proud of him.
Good work.
Okay, on to photography. Okay, here we go with that Ingman name again. Glenn. Glenn Ingman. And the second prize goes to Larry Huntoon. Is he here? No, Larry? Okay. And third prize ribbon goes to Jim Gallagher. He's a first-time mentor, and you want to ribbon. Okay, cyber arts. This is, again, cyber arts is a computer-generated, computer-enhanced photography. Monsieur Glenn. Number 1. Second and third prize goes to Kari Sullivan. Come here, Kari. Okay, now she's got to. I got to do something for her. Okay, that's Kari. Now we're going to move on to crafts. Now I'm going to say for both prizes, Denise J. Mahoney. She's not my sister. She's the other Denise. She won first and third prize. Okay, and the second prize goes to Dan Dalo. Come on up here and say hello to the camera. This is our Danny boy. Okay. The last one is for mixed media. First prize goes to Sybil Sermos, who's sitting right here. Where am I? Mixed media. Second prize, me. And third prize goes to Lois Landy. Congratulations, Lois. And that's mixed media. Okay, now for the fun one. You can go. You can go now. Okay, Recycled Reborn. This is an interesting one. Mary Rutzer won for Betsy the Shark, the first one. Cheese, say cheese.
Nice work.
Thank you.
Okay, second prize goes to a first timer, Richard Gay. And he's now in the room. Congratulations. And the third prize goes to a first timer in this category, and I might say a student of mine, Pamela Aronoff. Okay, those are the first, second, and third prizes. Now we have a section where we have memorial prizes. These are given out by different members in the name of somebody that has passed on. The first one I'm going to do, let me get my envelopes. The first one I'm going to do is the Somerville Art Association Award, which is an award that was given out from the Somerville Art Association, which has disbanded. They gave us their treasury, and now we give an award in their name. And what else?
No, I'm just saying that was the one that I
And Sybil started because she was from Somerville, and it was a beautiful gesture. And Kari Sullivan wins that. Oh, God, this is just too funny. Okay, another new person is the Ralph and Lillian Brody Award for Painting, and the new member is Merritt Yasmin. Where's Merritt? Oh, she's at her table. Oh no, she's over there. That's the picture right there. Congratulations. Okay. Now, this award was given out by myself and my family in memory of my mother, who was a longtime member of the Art Association, and my father, who really, for graphics. And I am very proud to give this out to James Phillips. And the Bessie and Samuel Cadiff Award for any medium goes to Eva Kearney. Is Eva here yet? No. Okay, let's move to the next award. Loretta and Harry Goldstick Award goes to Matthew Martelli.
No buying drinks.
Okay, now, this award that we're giving out is for a very, very, very special member. She was here from the get-go, Bernice Burke, and we never want to forget her. She was an amazing person and a very, very strong member of the Art Association. So this award is in her name, and it goes to Marjorie Rizzo. Congratulations. Okay, next award is the Ronald and Randall Barisano Memorial Award. And that's for any medium. It goes to Caroline Stella. And let me see, hold on. Okay, I was saying, I've got too many envelopes. I'm going to do this one first. The Arthur Anthony Gambale Jr. Award, given out by our member Carol, goes to Louis Rizzo.
We're negotiating.
And this one, I think is so cool because it's the George Barisano Award for any medium. Now, George is Beverly's husband, who was an intricate part of this art association. Without him, there would have been a lot done. And Beverly gave this award out in his memory. And guess who won the award? She did. She did. A well-deserved award.
Awesome. Thanks.
No, I didn't. Now that's the awards. Kara, you got that going? Okay. People, I forgot to give you your certificates. So whoever won the memorial award, you got certificates up here. Come and get them. Come and get them. Nancy Demuro Williams. Nancy was the director of the senior center. I want to read this dedication that Beverly wrote. I added a couple of things in, but Beverly wrote from her heart.
The whole thing?
Yes, I'm reading the whole thing.
Okay. There. Okay.
It's
Got it.
definitely going to
We're
get
recording.
You got it?
Yep.
Okay, Nancy was a person that, first of all, she was my friend since school. She was my best friend. She was like family. She was one family, and she'll always be my family. But she was a friend to the Winthrop Art Association. When we needed a place to hold our meetings and hold our shows, Nancy was stepped right up. She was director of the senior center. She got that senior center built, and if it wasn't for her, there would be none. She was a supporter of many things, and I want to read what Beverly wrote, and then I'm giving to the family, and we dedicate everything this year to her. Okay? In the memory of Nancy Williams. Nancy Williams was a very special woman. Not only was she loved and respected by her family and friends, but by the people of Winthrop. She has been a constant supporter of important causes for many years. Her position as director of the Robert A. DeLeo Senior Center has been all-reaching to our seniors, their direction and their good health. Nancy had fought to build the senior center and worked hard to raise the funds to do so via telethon and grants, etc. This is, of course, has been recognized by the entire community of Winthrop. Nancy also has been involved with those problems of the opioid and drug addiction. She's been out there helping with that, and had been elementary and counseling and helping people of all ages. We, of course, of the Winthrop Art Association, are dedicating the 2018 Winthrop Art Festival to Nancy in honor of her continued support of the arts, and especially her offering the Art Association place to hold our art exhibits, meetings, and functions. Because of her generosity and support, the WAA, we had a place to hold our events. Nancy had a lot of insight into what makes the community tick and how individuals have different ideas and needs. She was a wonderful wife, mother, and grandmother. However, most important, a sincere friend to everyone. It is not easy to say goodbye, so let's not just, until we meet again, and let's not just meet until we meet again, fly like a butterfly in all our gardens. She believed in butterflies. Yeah, I know, she was a nurse too. So, we will miss her. I will miss her. And for those who knew her, we'll miss her. Nancy, thank you. I know. Before I start crying, I'm going to say thank you all for coming. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you.